going on, man?
Not much.
Nice to meet you. What do we got on the shirt there?
Just like loads of dogs.
All right, right on. I like the socks, by the way. Is this like a fashion statement, or is this just being on tour for 40 dates?
Being
got
on
two different-
tour, well, we got one that's just dirty, and the other that's America. I wore
Very
the other
patriotic.
I wore the other America one yesterday, actually, and then I saw this one, and I was like, well, I've definitely not worn that one, so it's clean, so I can wear
Yeah.
it. So using the logic of the other one of the pair I wore yesterday, opted for this one.
Right on. Well, a bit belated, but I do have to congratulate you, on something pretty cool. The 2017 BBC Music introducing Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
Now that's a heck of a title for somebody from America. It's like Best New Artist, right?
Yeah, it's a fairly big deal. It's like,
Ed Sheeran won it.
did he?
Yeah,
didn't
back in the
even-
day.
I didn't even know that. But yeah, like in recent years, we've seen like Catfish and the Bottlemen and like Izzy Bazoo and Jack Garrett and loads of cool artists have won it. So it was cool being recognised by the introducing team. They're great. Like, they're really, really awesome and supportive. So yeah, that was really, really cool. And a massive surprise. They filmed them giving me the award, and it was just one of the most cringy things I've ever watched back at me doing, because I had no idea what to say. When they handed it to me, I kind of thought, I thought they were just giving me the award, like, as in I was a contestant, but they were actually awarding me it, and it was very strange.
Did
But
this
yeah.
take place at like an award show, or where did this take place? This cringeworthy.
There was this thing at Brixton Academy, which was like 10 years of BBC introducing, and they had loads of bands play, and we were one of them, and they took me off to the like the Jazz Cafe or some. It was like Brixton Jam, somewhere like that, and they were doing loads of interviews there, and then they just pulled that one out on me. It was great.
The accolades kind of continue for you. An informal accolade, if you will. This co-sign from Elton John, of all people.
Oh yeah, I spoke to Elton on the phone, which was cool.
You're so nonchalant about it. It's Elton John. It's crazy.
It is crazy. I love Elton John. I think he's fantastic. But yeah, I spoke to him on the phone. I was like in Osaka. We were doing Summer Sonic and had a little interview with him, and he said he was into my tunes and stuff. If we're both from Hertfordshire as well, which is cool. Both from the same part of the UK, which I actually didn't know at the time. But that was awesome. He's very cool.
That is so cool. Would you guys ever like work together? I mean, I know that's a huge question, but
I think that's more a question for him than it is for me.
I mean, of course you're open to it, but he is a huge fan. It sounds like.
He seemed to be into it, which is nice when sort of there's a celebrity host of a radio show who's really actually into what they're doing rather than just doing it.
A music legend to boot, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, 2017, that was very cool. All those things you did. The debut album came out, by the way, too. Congratulations on that.
Thank
and then
you.
2018, you're a madman. 40 dates on this headlining tour.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane. I mean, this is like the two different sock kind of length of a tour.
It's two sock tour.
Yeah.
It's the two sock toilet tour of 2018. Because that's just how we roll. I don't think people do tours like this anymore.
No.
For a good reason. But we're getting through it. It's fun. It's like we're not really playing major cities. We're like doing small places, and there's loads of kids turning up who don't really get shows in their city or town
Right.
or wherever, who are really excited for it. And that's kind of what we want. I think, doing like cheap, small shows for kids who just want to enjoy themselves and have to like travel into town, which is kind of what I was doing when I was younger. Have to travel into like a major city to go see a show. So it's like been really awesome doing something like that, because a bar in England which you tour for 2 weeks and you've done everywhere. Yeah. It's like we haven't really done this, so it's been really awesome, but very busy and tiring.
Oh, I can imagine. I was lucky enough to catch you. I think last August, you had to play one of the final days of Webster Hall, which is an iconic venue that's closed down for the time being here in New York City. And you were in the basement, the studio, I think they call it. And it was just incredible. I mean, you were getting up on the bar down there. You were like diving in the crowd. It was special because it felt like somebody you're watching in this, 100-person room that's destined for arenas, that's destined, for festivals. And it was really, you really captivated the room. It was incredible.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that show. I think that's one of the things that I want to do is like make each show special and make everyone feel like they were at a moment in time and a specific, the show had a certain energy and certain things happened which didn't happen at other shows, and like that's kind of the kind of environment that I want to make. And yeah, I was on the bar for quite a while actually. I think I went twice.
Yeah,
I had like because it was in New
rounds.
York. All the like management team were there, and like a couple of them were kind of like coming up to the bar, just like don't fall.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was cool. I was just in my element. I was enjoying myself a lot.
Well, another thing you got coming up is Coachella. You're playing both weekends this April. Is this were you there last year, or is this?
No, I was on the lineup, and then I had to cancel it.
Okay,
And we
so
had
I'm
to
not
cancel
crazy.
the whole tour, so it's the first time.
Okay. Have you ever played like American festivals? Because I'm always curious to ask, international acts like yourself, because festivals are such a huge part of the music culture over there in the UK. Have you ever played like an American festival?
Yeah,
been
we
able to
did.
compare the two?
We did Lola last year on that sort of same run of gigs, and we've done Outside Lands as well, and a couple other little smaller things. But those are the two sort of main festivals we've done here. It's definitely a different experience. I mean, it's a different experience altogether playing shows in America. The crowds are just so different. But I think the American festival and the British festival are very distinctly different.
How so?
American festivals are a bit cleaner.
Okay.
And it's just a whole different culture. I think, like, especially with like drinking laws and stuff like that. It's just in the UK, it's just a little more of a. It depends on the festival, but the festivals that I'm used to going to from when I was, 15, 16 were just a bit more like scrappy and messy. The ones here are a little bit, I think a bit more easygoing as an artist. But I love them both in different ways, and I grew up with British festivals, so yeah.
Well, I also feel like the British festival is like the pinnacle over there. Like I was talking to Ed Sheeran, he was talking about his Glastonbury set as like he almost cared about that more than going number one here or anything else.
Yeah,
like,
of
just
course.
headlining that is like the pinnacle over there.
Yeah, I mean, headlining Glastonbury is like the thing that you would want to do if you wanted to do something massive, and it's like more important, especially for Ed Sheeran, because he gets a number one every week, like.
It's old hat.
It's old news for him. Like, he might headline Glastonbury once again. Like, it's such a big deal, even though he's the biggest artist in the world. And like, yeah, it's a massive deal. And there's loads of kids in the crowd who are loving it. And I don't know. I think there's just something really magic about, especially a festival like Glastonbury. I've been like three times now, and there's not really anywhere else like it. So yeah, there's definitely something special about British music festivals. I'm a big advocate for that.
Definitely. Something actually really important I wanted to talk to you about, and it's kind of amazing you're here this week because it's a very important and relevant topic happening in the United States, is what happened down in Parkland, Florida. Now, you wrote the song The Kids Don't Want to Come Home after the Paris terrorist attacks, and really kind of wrote it about how youth don't have a voice in these times of crises. And I know you've been outspoken on Twitter about, the students down in Florida speaking out. Did you have anything else to add about what's going on down there?
I don't know. I think what's great at the minute is, even though it was such a terrible thing happening, is like the kids who survived such an attack are like really, really going at the reasons why it happened and wanting to change things for the future. And it's like, I think now there's a group of kids who are like, well, oh man, we've got, loads of cameras in our faces. We're not just going to cry. We're going to like make a statement and change something with what we're doing. And like, it's a very tough time for all of them, but they're like really, really going for it. And I think, I don't know, I feel like they're gonna have an impact enough, but I'm definitely very supportive of what they're doing, because it's also showing that like there are so many intelligent like young people out there who just want to start change, and now they've got their chance to do it and to kind of bring some kind of justice to like what's happened to their classmates, to what's happened to people who they're really close to. So I think it's like really incredible and inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seeing that. But yeah, I'm really excited, because I think even though it's something terrible, I think they're really like brilliant, smart young kids, and they're gonna change things.
Yeah, 100%. Before we let you go here on Billboard Live, I do have to ask, you teased album number 2 on Twitter last week. I don't know if you were messing around or what, and you made sure to follow it up with another tweet like, hey, it's not done, it's not here yet.
Yeah.
But when it is here, we can all cry together, I think was the quote.
Yeah.
But where does that stand? Because I know your fans are eager to know.
I'm still very much in the like writing phase. I mean, I'm on a 2-month tour, so I'm kind of writing, but kind of not. But I've got a little time off after, and then I spent a lot of time the last year writing songs, and I've had a fair bit of time, but and just I don't know. I've got a few really good tunes. We're gonna start trying to throw into the live sets once we've learned them properly, and just see where we go. I'm not promising anything, but I think I'm gonna start recording new stuff before the end of this year, which is exciting.
Is there a chance for fans that are watching right now and are going to check you out later on this 40-date tour that you could be previewing some of the new material?
I hope so. Yeah, there's one song that we really want to play at when we go back to the UK. We want to play at our big shows there. So we'll definitely at least be practicing a primitive version of something. I think we've still got 30 shows or something left. So or maybe 25 shows or something. So there's time.
Definitely. And then for people that want to check out the shows and pick up tickets for the U.S. dates, 21 of them are already sold out, so you're out of luck. But for the ones that do still have tickets, where can they check that out?
On all the socials, I am Declan Mckenna, and DeclanMckenna.net. I know .net is the website.
A little vintage, a little throwback.
So, yeah, .net is. I think .net needs to be.
Who has
cool
.com? Who's DeclanMckenna.com?
Oh, some photographer.
Are you serious?
He's had it since as long as I can remember.
Oh my gosh.
He's got .com, but
I
don't care. I didn't even want .com. I wanted .net for real.
Strong .net fan. All right, Declan McKenna, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. And again, 25 dates still left on tour, so go check them out.